Another deputy-involved shooting here in Charlotte County, this time in Englewood, where deputies shot and killed 36-year-old Sean Austin Revert outside this house. It's the second deadly encounter involving law enforcement here in the last 3 days. I'm Fox 4's Austin Chagaratsky, and I talked with neighbors who told me Revert had been acting strangely for days leading up to the shooting. This was the scene on Lincoln Drive around 8 Friday night. Squad cars, deputies, and a mobile command center filled the street. Next-door neighbor Teresa LaPointe said she saw Revert pacing outside her house waving a machete and was afraid he'd hurt someone, so she called 911. Sheriff Bill Promell said deputies arrived and spotted Revert with the machete.
Despite multiple commands to put the weapon down, the man continued to move toward the deputies in an aggressive manner, ignoring orders to stop, stating, "Shoot me." The two deputies fired their agency-issued firearms and struck him multiple times.
Sheriff Promell says Revert died at the scene. Before this, neighbors say Revert's behavior had been concerning for days. LaPointe says he admitted to using meth again, and she saw him pacing, climbing trees, and hallucinating in his yard. Across the street, Daryl McKee says he noticed something was off with Revert just hours before the shooting.
So I come out and parked on his bicycle right behind that tree, palm tree. And he's sitting there, he's acting weird, and I couldn't see him. I was sitting in my truck. And anyway, he sat there for a few minutes, and he walked straight across to that house. And I'm like, what's he doing there? Because it's not his house. And he's looking weirded out, and walks over to his house finally, takes his bicycle and throws it back over into their trees.
And Revert's troubles go back years. Records show he was convicted in 2010 for cutting a man with a sword during a fight and had several drug arrests in Pennsylvania and Arizona. Neighbor Shirley Stadler says Revert moved in about a year ago and seemed normal, leaving her shocked by what happened.
Oh, I was just physically sick because, like I said, he was such a nice young man, I thought. And I feel the neighbors felt the same way. I've talked to several of them, and they liked Sean, too.
After a month marked by loss, including the death of Charlotte County Deputy Sergeant Elio Diaz, neighbors here say they just want peace.
It's frightening. You just wonder when it's going to stop.
Reporting in Englewood, I'm Austin Chagaratsky, Fox 4 News.